What's good, my beautiful kings and queens? It's I, Wini Boansi, your favorite British locked YouTuber. I hope you are all doing amazingly well. Listen, guys, I just want to say thank you very much for all the support that you have given me. It is much appreciated. Right now, I'm just loving this journey, and I'm loving the fact that a lot of you are interacting with my videos more. I'm loving the fact that I'm getting more subscribers, and I'm loving the fact that when I ask you what you would like to see me do in terms of video, y'all are actually reaching out to me. I'm really appreciating it. If you are a newbie here, welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe before you leave this page though. Just in case any of you are not on my socials, you can reach me on Facebook, Wini Boansi, Wini Boansi on Twitter, Wini Boansi on the Insta. I am on Snapchat, but I'm not really active. But if you do want it, it is Miss_Boansi. I'ma just, you know, pop my social media handles somewhere around here when I'm editing. Before I do continue with this video, I just want to say a very big thank you to the Classic Manny. I am going to leave his YouTube link, you know, in my description box below. Basically, because of him, I have finally found a fantastic, good quality backdrop, and I just really appreciate it, because I know it may seem a little bit of a minor, but I do find that sometimes you will reach out to another YouTuber and ask them, oh, what do you use as a backdrop, or where do you get your backdrop, where do you get X, Y, and Z? And some people really, for some reason, like to withhold such information. However, he was just giving out all this information on Twitter, and he fully gave me the link on where to cop this backdrop. And this backdrop is exactly what I needed. Hella massive. I almost waxed my lighting off. But yeah, if you guys do want to know where I got my backdrop from, or maybe you're starting up with YouTube and you're looking for a good quality backdrop, whatever it is, please do let me know, and I will also give you the link to where you can purchase one. Right, now today's video, I thought rather than me just, you know, thinking of a topic and doing a video based on that, I have decided that today's video will be a question and answer. I did put via all my socials that if you wanted to ask me a question, you could have sent it through. A few questions did come through. I will be looking down below, but that's because I'm basically going to be looking for the questions on my laptop basically. So yeah, today's session, a question and answer. If that's what you're here for, if you're wondering what I got asked, then please do stick around. Okay, so first question, worst relationship experience. Worst relationship experience. I think I have done a video on this previously, but I have been cheated on before. Now, what happened with that, without me getting too deep into it, was I was seeing a guy when I was in my teens sometime. It didn't work out. Later on in my adult life, we then decided to give things another go. So we planned on going away together, and just before we was going to go away together, he came to meet my parents. Well, he had already previously met my mum, but he came to meet my dad as well on this occasion. So meeting went well. Then we went away on holiday. I'm not gonna lie, that wasn't a good experience either. And that was like my first time going away with a partner. But when we got back, literally I think like a day or two after we got back, I received a message from a girl basically telling me that she was his girlfriend. Long story cut short, obviously, you know, he denied it and stuff. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. And yeah, basically in due time, you know when they say the truth will always come out. Yeah, long story cut short, I basically discovered that he had multiple girlfriends. So it's not like he was just cheating on me with one babe. He was cheating on me with multiple women. And yeah, that's probably been my worst relationship experience, because I haven't really been in a long-term or serious relationship, if I'm to be frank with you. But yeah, that was absolutely horrendous. Okay, question number 2. How did your African mum feel about your locks? I'm not gonna lie, this question, I often used to get asked this, more so when I had kind of just start my locking journey, and I was always thinking to myself, like, how come so many people ask me this question? Because as far as I'm concerned, to my knowledge, locks originate from Africa anyway. However, I do understand that there are a lot of ignorant Africans that still kind of see people that wear locks as negative. And I feel like sometimes, I guess that message is also depicted in African movies and whatnot. But to answer your question, my mom didn't feel any way about it. She let me know that it's actually something that she's been meaning to do, or something that she wanted to do, sorry, when she was younger. But she basically started getting grey hairs at a young age, so that's basically the only thing that stopped her. So when I got locks, she was just like, oh, you know, you've gone and got something that I always wanted to do when I was younger, but just didn't get around to. And also my auntie, which is my mom's sister, has locks. She has beautiful locks, and she's had locks for the longest while. So yeah, my African mother didn't feel any way about my locks whatsoever, thankfully. To be honest, knowing me, even if she had felt away, I still would have got them done. Third question, what is the hardest thing about having locks? The hardest thing about having locks? I think two of the hardest things about having locks. So I'm not just going to give you one, I'm going to give you two. My first one, I would say, is not getting lint or dust, or, you know, just things trapped inside your lock. I genuinely believe, and I'm just speaking for myself, that I think it's impossible to not get, you know, lint or dust trapped in your locks. I do think it's absolutely impossible. But there are procedures for you to get the least lint and the least dust trapped in your locks. However, I do sincerely believe that it's actually unavoidable, to be honest. And the second thing that I would say, but to be honest, I wouldn't really just say it's just for locks, but finding what works for you. That's why I'm always big on coconut oil, because I'm just like, yo, coconut oil works for me. So that is that. I believe finding what works for your locks is very important, because the thing is, a lot of people will, you know, watch myself or watch other locked YouTubers and kind of take what we say as expert advice, not realizing that anything that I do say in regards to locks is you know, what I found works for myself. So finding what works for your locks is very important. Like, even at the moment, although I had a horrendous experience with flaxseed, because flaxseed gave me a certain hold that I haven't experienced before, because my hair is exceptionally soft, I am indirectly kind of still on the lookout for natural products that will give me a strong hold but won't leave build-up. Yeah, and for me that's really daunting, because, you know, flaxseed, even right now, although you can't see it on camera, it did, you know, I'm looking, thinking like, you know, can they see it, can they not? It did leave quite a lot of flakes and a lot of build-up that cannot be seen. And so I am terrified of trying another product that may do that for me, but it's just something that I'm going to have to do. Question 4, how do you stay so positive even through low times? Wow, that's a deep one. How do you stay so positive even through low times? All right, cool. First things first, what I do want to say is I'm human. So there are a lot of times when I don't feel positive. There are a lot of times when I don't feel happy. There are a lot of times that I do feel down. However, how I stay positive during low times is simply by understanding that it's okay to not be okay. Last year I did put up a video about, you know, depression. I did have my own personal battle last year, and basically what I do when I do feel low is I just take time out for myself. If I'm feeling low and maybe I just need me time, I might just, you know, watch films, watch the TV series, read books. Like, I read a lot of books that are to do with working on a mind frame, consciousness, and just trying to remain positive and learning how to appreciate the little things in life. So that's what I do. And also, if you know me well, you know that I'm a very massive fan of the late Bob Marley. If you watch his interviews are absolutely inspirational. He talks about a variety of things, like basically money and stuff. You know, although money and stuff is necessary, I guess, in this day and age to people, but simply having things like good health, love and happiness are things that I feel we tend to overlook and we don't appreciate as much. So in low times, or for example, if I'm feeling like I don't have X, Y, and Z, I try to remind myself that, yo, I'm alive, I'm in good health, I'm surrounded by loving people, and I'm truly blessed. And whatever I am currently going through right now is temporary. It's not gonna last forever. And that's basically how I get through my low moments in life. Do you only date guys with locks? Oh my gosh, this question is so funny. I actually saw something similar to this on Twitter where one guy basically said, if you are a guy and you don't have locks and you're dating a girl that has locks, you're basically wasting your time because eventually she's gonna ditch you for somebody that does have locks. Absolutely false on my end. I do date guys that don't have locks. I'm not gonna lie, I would love for my future partner to also be a lock wearer, but to me it's not a biggie. It's really not that much of a biggie. Like, there's far more pressing issues when it comes to dating, like coming across somebody that understands you, respects you, and encourages you amongst many other things. Like hair in that aspect is, it's really not that deep. Question number 6. After your flaxseed issue, would you try a new product? Okay, I kind of briefly touched down on this earlier on in my video, but I'm not gonna lie, the flaxseed issue really angered me because I felt like I've worked so hard in order to avoid products that will cause build-up in my locks. And then I let my guard down and I tried this product. And although flaxseed had a fantastic hold, I'm not gonna lie, the hold was fantastic. The flakes and stuff really irked me. But now upon reflecting on it, you know, sometimes when you're angry, you know, you feel some type of way and you say a couple things. But now that I'm, you know, calm and I've reflected on the issue, what I've realized is having locks or natural hair in general is an ongoing journey. So as your journey goes along, there's nothing wrong with you trying new things. There's nothing wrong, you know, wanting to basically incorporate new things into your journey. One thing that I learned about that whole flaxseed journey is that regardless of the fact that I left a lot of build up in my locks, the hold that it had was fantastic. And I actually do crave to have that hold. I do crave to have to try a product or to use a product that has that hold, but obviously without the build up. So I have actually been looking into natural products that do have, you know, a strong hold or a decent hold that will not cause build up. I'm not gonna say what it is just yet, but I have ordered a product from the US. I'm really hoping that it is gonna come through okay because I didn't read great reviews about that particular site. But what I'm gonna do is when a product does arrive, I'm going to test it out. And when I am satisfied, I will do a product review and basically update you guys on how that goes. 7. What foundation do you use? Your skin looks flawless. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Firstly, what I do want to say is, don't get it twisted, yeah? See this camera on my S8, for some reason, it kind of, I haven't got it on a particular setting whatsoever, but I do feel like it naturally smoothens, is that the word? Smoothens? It naturally smoothens out my face. So let's just say if I did have blemishes, it wouldn't come up on camera anyway. So, you know, my skin naturally is popping, but I think on camera it looks extra popping. Do you know what I mean? But no, I don't use any foundation on my skin. To be honest, I've only ever used foundation in my life maybe twice, and that was like for a photo shoot. Might use it again this year for carnival because I want to go in a full face of makeup, so I might find like a makeup professional. But besides that, no, I don't use foundation. This is just purely down to genetics, I would say, maybe. But yeah, thank you very much for the compliment, dolls. Much appreciated. Last but not least, because I don't want this video to be too long, what advice would you give to someone suffering from low body confidence? I've actually kind of briefly done a video on this in the past, but it was mostly fixated on bullying. But my advice that I'd give to somebody that has low body confidence is learn to love yourself as you are, because you are unique. There's only one you on this whole planet. It's not something that you will be able to gain overnight. It really isn't. But I would recommend that you basically do research into, you know, books that you can read in regards to, you know, body issues or lack of body confidence, or, you know, look into blogs, look into other YouTubers that have covered the topic, and also look into like doing little things such as looking at yourself in the mirror every day and, you know, positive affirmation, telling yourself that you are beautiful, telling yourself that you love, you know, whatever area it is. Let's just say, for example, if you're uncomfortable with how your bum looks, look in the mirror and tell yourself that your bum is perfect for you. But the thing is, don't just say it like you mean it. And do you know what's gonna happen? Like when you do it, I'll say do this at least maybe twice every day. The more you do it, the more you actually feel it and believe it, and it will start to come from within. Also, another thing that I would say in regards to that question about suffering from low body confidence, there's many things that you can do. Talk to people, talk to a professional, exercising. You also need to kind of ask yourself, why is it that you feel that way about your body? Why do you have low body confidence? Is it because of what society says your body should look like? Is it because of what other people have said? So you also need to work on your mind frame, work on how you see things, learn to love yourself, learn to love your imperfections. And you also need to realize that, you know, it's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's something that is always going to be an ongoing, continuous journey. But the more that you make slow steps into, you know, overcoming whatever body issues that you feel you may have, the more it will not become an issue anymore. I would also say, if you do have low body confidence issues, try and work on a style that's for you. I don't know if you have watched my previous video, the one that I'm talking about, where I was talking about bullying, and I was saying that I used to feel some type of way about not having a big bum. I basically just found a style that works for me, like dressing how I feel confident, dressing in a way that makes me feel sexy, that makes me feel beautiful, and all of those things will help you to come whatever issue that you feel that you are facing. Always remember that no matter what issue that you have, whether it's body issues, hair issues, financial issues, like, you're not alone. There's a lot of resources that you can read. There's a lot of videos you can watch. There's a lot of people that you can talk to. It's just all a matter of you taking time out and doing research. So yeah, that was basically it. I'm only doing 8 questions because I have a feeling that this video is going to end up being a little bit longer than I would like for it to be. But I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you very much for your support. Like, I really do appreciate the support, the love, the feedback, the fact that you send in these questions. I will probably do a question and answer session in the near future again. So do feel free to just hit me up. Let me know, you know, what questions you would want me to do and whatnot. Also, for those of you that have sent me suggestions on topics that I should cover for my videos, I have seen them. I will get around to doing them. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Come on. Your favorite British Locs YouTuber, the one and only Wini Boansi. Until my next video, you take care and be good. Bye-bye.